hello everyone, and welcome to Dream Daddy. I know it's been a while since we played. How have we romanced? Yes, we're getting there. We are getting there. We only have like three dads left. We have Matt, Hugo, and Roger. Robbie. Robert. Robert. That guy. The bad one. The one whose kid we haven't seen yet. So, interesting to see his story. Then we have the super special secret ultra mega ending. Dun dun. Should be fun. Sorry about not streaming on Saturday. It was my brother's birthday. Kinda got together with my siblings, threw him a little surprise something. It was fun. It was enjoyable. He got sick from eating too many sweets. It's good times. As my mat is the wrong color. Sorry. My mat is supposed to be purple. I think my cat stepped on it. That's good. Okay. Anywho, I hope you guys are ready to have fun and enjoy this. So we romance the greatest of dads. Okay, well, this one I've been really excited for because this is like my favorite dad because he's so hot. Like 10 out of 10 would date this dad. So come on in, let's have some fun. Hello, welcome, welcome. Hope you guys are doing great. Hope you're having fun. Keeping out of trouble, keeping in trouble, not getting caught. Ooh, ooh. Hope you're ready for some dad-tastic dadness. So she's so far. Okay, we've got the wish you were here. Greetings from Margarita Zone, where we did not find love. He decided he just wanted to get it out of his system, and then kind of did his own thing. And that's, to each their own. Who are we? We have not met Hugo yet, but let me tell you, it's cheese-tastic. My lactose intolerance gets flared up because it's so hot. It's so cheesy. We have our dad, the rival dad, always has to one up ya. Our goth dad, who also loves really normal things too. Such a dad. Then, of course, the bro dad, like, brah, how can we do this, bro? Everybody always flirts on him, but he always loved you. It was great. All right, let's go. Quality. All right, so let's wake up. Let's go be a dad. To build that dad. I forgot to turn on the sound.
Build that dad.
All right, let's build our dad. For the super secret ultra mega ending, we do have to build a very specific dad. Since we're not there, we don't have to. It's gonna be an athletic dad this time. No hair. A head. Let's give him a good. That jaw. Hair. Oh, it's hipster dad. I want the hipster bun, but he's got the hipster bun. We can do the Geralt hair. Oh, let's do this one. Oh, what color should we do it in today? What color? You could be a terrifying ginger. It's kind of gingery. Eyes. I hate those eyes. Squinty. Let's make him squinty. Cute button nose. Look at that grid. Ugh, it's terrible. I love it. Love it. I think I forgot to change his eyebrow color. Nope, never mind. I'll take it that way. Same ginger so you match. No. The handlebar stash. Don't need the Pepe Le Pew. Give him this one. Oh, I said to have glasses. The hipster without glasses. Give him a nose stud this time. Big silver. And we need clothing. What are we gonna wear today? What that last time? Suits are just too cheesy. There we go.
Name that dad.
No way to name our dad. Oh gosh. Just remember. Today's sponsor is proudly brought to you by Cherry Coke.
Be that dad.
Be that dad. Okay, now we get to do our favorite thing of skip. So we are packed. We have our so we have our daughter going. We're moving, and then we're going through her best friends, the Emmas.
Dad.
Emma S. stealing stuff.
Oh.
Yeah, father, the husband, passed away, so we're just kind of here doing her thing. But we're moving. She's a senior in high school. And then we're going to have a new house in the cul-de-sac where there are sexy dads all around. Most of them are single. Wink. Still to be fun. She kicks down that. See, we need some coffee ASAP. Because honestly, I always need coffee. Okay. Let's do it. Let's go get some coffee. Of course, the dad's like, ugh, I don't wanna do this. Inside the coffee shop is incredibly warm and inviting. Vinyl records line the walls, and patrons lounge around on the well-worn couches. Some cool tunes spin on a record player next to a little stage.
Oh.
Welcome to the coffee spoon, guys. How's it going? What's with the name?
Oh,
It's kind of dumb.
hey.
It gets mentioned in this poem I like. I thought it was a good idea at the time, and I suppose now it's still a good idea because, like, the business is still running. But people ask me that question all the time, and I give them the same answer every time. And now I'm standing here rambling, and I'm sure we're all getting more and more uncomfortable the more I keep talking. But man, we're in it now, and I can't stop. That is me in a nutshell. So me. Like, I will just start rambling, and then I'm just like, oh God, we're here. And we're just like, I'm just gonna keep going. I have to keep going. And you're just like, oh God, somebody help me. Somebody stop me. Help.
Hey.
I want off Mr. Bo's wild ride. So what'll it be? I scan the chalkboard menu and I'm immediately overwhelmed. I'll have, chai after. Spicy. I don't get it. Oh, it's a pun. Die Antwoord is a South African rap group, pretty well known for their evocative imagery and hyper-stylized music videos. Music's catchy as it is disturbing. I'm doing the thing again. But coming right up. And for you? I'll have a macchiato DeMarco, please. Coming right up. Do you want that small, medium, or Biggie Smalls? Medium. Wait, is Biggie Smalls big or small? I should change that, shouldn't I? Matt sits out making our drinks, and Amanda and I take a seat on one of the couches. What's his deal? Let the man make his puns. They're cooler bands than you listen to anyway. Hey! Ska was cool once. This couch is actually pretty comfy. Maybe not comfier than our couch, but it's all right. Good lumbar support, and you sink right in. Okay, it's comfier than our couch. Amanda nudges me. This place is right next to our house, and that guy seems not only cool, but also just as uncomfortable with talking to other people as you are. You should totally become friends with him. I don't think so. Come on, what we say about meeting new people? Can't meet new people if I always stay inside, and also don't go outside, and also don't talk to people. See, we're making progress. Matt sets our drinks down the table, and I immediately burn the roof of my mouth. Good one. Hi, we're new in the neighborhood. I'm Amanda, and this is my dad, Cherry. Oh, right on. Pleased to meet you both.
Hey.
You ought to come by when my daughter's hanging around the shop. You two might get along. Yeah, I'm sure we'll maybe come in from time to time. Amanda kicks my leg from under the table. I'm sure we'll be in here a lot. Hey, you know what? Let me get you guys' opinion on something. Matt goes into the back and comes out with a fresh plate of something that smells amazing.
Hey, yeah.
I'm working on a new banana bread recipe, and I need help coming up with a name for it. Well, I think we're gonna have to taste test first so we can get the full flavor profile of, and really appreciate the flavor sensations of. Amanda nods vigorously. She knows this game. Yeah, we need to give that Nana bread a taste if he wants to do free creative labor. I think that would be consumerate with, I've taught her well. We have trained for this day. I was just gonna give you free Nana bread anyway. Right, yes, that. Matt serves us each a piece. Amanda and I happily chow down.
Right.
This is amazing.
Hey.
Thanks. Secret ingredient is bananas.
Hmm.
So any ideas? I'm stumped. Well, I think I might be able to give you dad band puns, but I'll give it a shot. Bright said bread. Like Bright said Fred, but now it's about banana bread. I think the youngsters would like it despite not getting it.
Huh?
That actually has a nice ring to it. Really?
Oh.
Yeah, Right said banana bread. Strong decisions. That's art, baby.
Hey.
I wanted to say baby because I thought it would sound cool, but once I said it, I realized it just doesn't sound good coming out of my mouth, and maybe I should leave baby to the professionals.
Hmm.
Enjoy your coffee. Thanks, baby.
Hey.
See, it sounds good when you say it. Across the way, a man catches my eye. He sits by himself, brooding over a cup of coffee. Our eyes meet for just a moment. I hastily look away, hoping I didn't catch me staring. Who was that? We finish up our drinks and head out. Thanks for stopping in. Take care. Alright. Have you ever had me to play by the rules? Your father's a rebel, sweetie. Now all aboard the train to Sleepy Time Junction.
Hey.
Now we get to meet Bro.
Hey.
So we're gonna kind of skip through this.
Nice.
Huh.
Oh. Hmm. Oh, I don't know. Oh.
Smashly.
Nice. Hmm. Hmm.
Dude.
Hmm.
Craig totally digs us. He never takes time for himself, so we take time for him. Dokie dokie.
Huh?
Alright,
Ah.
she's excited to go about to school. She's in her senior year of high school. She's got a note from her top college, and she didn't get in. She wants to go to a big artsy school, so she didn't get in. One of the Emmas gets in, but
Huh.
that's okay.
Hmm.
Now, I'm just gonna go to bed. So the daughter's gonna have daughter's gonna have kind of a party. Well, she's gonna have fun with her friends. I'm just gonna go sleep. Possibly need anything right now. Do they know what time it is? I have pajamas on. I walk up to the door and open it.
Oh.
Hello. A handsome, clean-cut man stands in my door, brandishing a plate of cookies. Hello. Hi, I know it's kind of late, but I baked way too many cookies. I just can't have these in the house, or I'll eat them all. I've not had this one before. I'm just like, so goddamn it, why do I have to smile? Oh, where are my manners? My name is Joseph. I'm your next door neighbor. Oh, yes. Hi, I'm Cherry. That's what my name is. Saw the movie, man, and thought I'd do the neighborly thing and bring you some. My daughter Christy wanted me to let you know she baked them. Lindsay whispers, but between you and me, she just sprinkled in some chocolate chips. All right. So it's pretty much the same.
Oh.
We're talking
Oh.
about kids. They have 4 kids. And we're gonna make this awkward, and we're like, no, my spouse is dead. We're both just kind of like, hey, let's do this again. It's like a youth minister.
Yeah.
The Emma's helped. Okay, the Emma's helped. I'm on the trail. I'll get 12 hours of quality sleep if it's the last thing I do. I shut the door behind me. Amanda's laugh echoes down the hallway. Nice. So it's 6 a.m. Craig texts us. We're going back to sleep. We ain't got time for this. Now we have to go meet the daughter's teacher, Mr. Hugo. It's Mr. Hugo Vega, excuse me.
Oh.
That's Damien's son. Who I guess is in middle school.
Whoa. I don't know.
Just gonna skip through all the noises. Alright. As long as we don't say she's fine. We learned that. It was bad. Eventually I have to get the bad ending for Amanda. Then we're gonna go try and make some bougie mac and cheese. Which maybe we won't burn the bacon. We're gonna make it just right.
Whoa.
The daughter's just being a teenage rebellious daughter, and she's texting Noah, who she totally likes, but doesn't want to admit likes, because she told one of the Emmas that she likes him, and it's just ridiculous. We're gonna check out the bacon. We're gonna talk about mouthfeel. That. We're gonna check out the bacon. Because we don't want to actually set the house on fire like we did the first time. Now we're gonna watch Paranormal Ice Road Trucker, the whole title. We are going to die. I had fun with that accent. Then I get up. It's time for the barbecue.
Oh. What?
And then the daughter's like, no, we'd be fashionably late. And I'm like, no, we're going to be on time.
Hey.
We're going to go meet all his creepy children, his drunk wife, Ryan. Then who of course has to one-up us, and we're just like, just a dick. And his daughter, who's of course like perfect. Our wonderful, goth dad, who actually works IT at a real estate company. Robert, who's just kind of makes up really crazy stories, and we're not really sure what's true, what's not true.
Dad.
So we're gonna go meet everybody. We're going to go talk to Matt. For intense discussion, Craig looks smiling politely. I walk over to him. Well, I don't think it's fair to try to compare two art movements like that. Periods in art only exist because there's a unique byproduct of the social and political climate of a time and place. And to try and take something like, say, a Rococo period, compared to a postmodernism in America, you're completely disregarding the context in which the work is created. Matt and Hugo seem to be busy talking, so they don't notice me. Craig leans in. Dude, I have no idea what's happening. Alright, we're going to talk about art. That kind of comparison just eliminates the reason for the art movement. So important in the first place. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. But there's no harm in comparing one work of art to another. You could definitely say one painting is better than another if you evaluate technical skill from a purely formalist standpoint. If I showed you a Matisse and then something by the Dutch masters, which one would you say shows more technical prowess? I'm so lost right now. I sheared a weird glance over at Craig, who returns it. Well, sure, you could say that the Dutch masters were technically more skilled, but I would argue that while the Dutch masters are better painters, Matisse had better paintings overall. Say, well, that's pretty subjective. What do you mean? Uh, well, the painting of the guy with the apple in front of his face is pretty nice. Matisse rocks. That's Margaret. Right. Art. Sorry. You're fine, dude.
I don't know.
We're just discussing the importance of context when talking about artwork. Listen, all I asked was if you liked Van Gogh or Picasso better.
Oh.
Hugo throws up his hands in frustration. But they represent two completely different art movements. How could I possibly choose between the thick, creamy, impasto post-imperialism and the abstract beauty of cubism? I like Van Gogh better. Man, that's all way above my head. Me too. It's all good, man. The cool thing about art is that that we all perceive it differently. A single piece could have a totally different effect on each person that looks at it. And that's awesome. I'm still trying to find Matt's voice. I don't have it. Like Matt and Hugo, I don't really have a voice for, so I'm sorry. Just 1 minute about that. Hugo, please.
Oh.
Sorry. I get really fired up about art stuff. Cherry, how are you liking the neighborhood? It's pretty nice. Everybody's been super friendly.
Hey.
Seems like your daughter is fitting in just fine. Matt points across the yard where Amanda, Daisy, and another young girl are playing. They're sitting cross-legged in the grass, picking weeds and weaving them into little flower crowns. It's pretty adorable. The girl I don't know recognizes Sophia's. What is this, sweetheart? It's a flower crown. I thought you'd look cute in it.
Hey.
Well, there's only way to find out. Matt takes the flower crown and places it on top of his
Hey.
head. That's so hot, I would keep it there. Am I cool now? The girl stares at him, thinking it over. Nope. But you're slightly less uncool than you were before you put it on.
Hey.
Hey, Cherry, this is my daughter. Hello. I'm Carmencita. Amanda comes over with Daisy in tow. Dad, look, I'm making friends. Are you making friends? Yes, actually, Amanda. You remember the cool barista from the coffee shop? My old college friend. And, your teacher. Oh, hi, Mr. Vega. I didn't realize you were neighbors.
Oh.
Yep. You still gonna give me that overdue term paper?
Ugh.
Haha, great seeing you. Amanda finger guns her way out of the conversation like a champ. She learned the finger guns move from me. I'm very proud.
Oh.
She's definitely a charmer. Speaking of which, where did my son go?
Sweet Manchego.
Oh, sweet man, Chango. Hugo looks around the party. He finally stops him because his eyes go wide. We're thinking about cat aggro. Thinking about it.
Whoa.
Ernest! Hemingway Vega, are you smoking? Ernest is holding a lit cigarette. Nope. I see Ernest across the way. He casually takes a long drag of his cigarette, then flicks it into the gutter.
Oh.
Unbelievable. Excuse me. Hugo marches over to Ernest and I turn my attention to Matt and Craig. Kids, right?
Hey.
Man, I do not envy Hugo. The last barbecue we had, Ernest tried to shove a sparkler down Joseph's pants. Nearly burned down half the yard. And then the barbecue we had before that, he actually burned down half the yard. And then it spread into my lawn. Burned down half my yard too.
Nice.
Hugo walks over to us, practically dragging Ernest behind him. Hey everybody, sorry about that. Cherry, this is my son, Ernest. Hello. Ernest looks away, sulking, his hands shoved deep into his pockets. Hugo nudges him impatiently. Hey. Nice to meet you, Ernest. What grade are you in? Doesn't matter.
Oh.
Ernest. Okay, I'm in the 8th grade. God, are you happy now? I'm sure you were just dying to know. Yeah, good for you. Can I go now? I'm tired of talking to old dudes who blame my generation for the failing economy. Ouch. Ernest! Oh yeah, because I'm totally embarrassing you. Ernest puts his earbuds in and storms off to stand in the corner. Wow, that was certainly something. He seems nice. Hugo puts his head in his hands and sighs. I'm so sorry. He's having a really tough time. They eventually, in Damien's story, they end up with the dog. And Ernest is like 100% better. Much as I want to be the cool dad, I had to be the authoritarian dad, and he clearly resents me for it. I mean, I think as a dad and a teacher, that's about as authoritarian as you can get. Honestly, aren't even cool dads? Is it even possible to be a cool dad? What? I'm cool as a cucumber.
Hey.
See, that right there. You can't say that.
Oh.
My kids think I'm cool. But for how long, Craig? How long do we get to be the cool dads?
Oh.
I, don't know.
Hey.
I think we just have to accept that as dads, we've become machine, and once we raged against and accept our fate as unironically wear socks with sandals, your kids may think you're cool now, but the moment they hit puberty, you're doomed. Amanda's 18, she still thinks I'm cool.
Nice.
I yell across the yard to my daughter, Amanda, I'm cool, right? Amanda just laughs. She keeps laughing. See your
Oh
point.
no.
As much as we all want, I don't think it's important to be cool dads as it is to be good dads. We all can't be best friends with our kids. It just doesn't work. I mean, look at me in earnest.
Oh.
Our job as parents is to make our kids turn out okay. Yeah, you're right, but it's nice to have it both ways. Hearing these guys talks about this makes me think of my relationship with Amanda. We get well so long, but there might come a time when it won't be like that. Is college when that happens? Don't let us eat up your time, Don't let us eat up your time, Cherry. Go meet some of the other people around the neighborhood. Never's gonna go eat.
Oh.
And then, of course, you probably don't know this, Cherry, but Joseph's known around here for his grillmanship. He's unbelievable.
Hey.
I've tried to get on his level, but I just can't catch up. Let us keep studying. He has a rare quality about him. Mustard, we keep talking about this. Can't we just appreciate the artist? He's eyeballing his junk. I've never seen him make a mistake. Okay, we need to stop. This is getting too cheesy. Please stop. All the children at the party boo at the glorious display of puns and
Nice.
unison.
Hey.
So wild.
Hey.
Then
Oh.
now they're all like, hey man,
Oh.
hit us up on DadBook. Yeah, 'cause of course we gotta hit him up on DadBook. We gotta be friends with dads.
Ah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
She's gonna go out for the night, go hang out with some of her friends. I'm gonna work on some stuff, dad stuff. I'm gonna watch Food Network. Then I realized that she hasn't called back, she hasn't texted me. I'm like, what the heck? And then she finally comes in an hour and a half late.
Dad.
And I'm mad.
Hmm?
And she's all like,
Hmm.
whatever, Dad. And I'm like, oh, hell no, girl.
What?
No.
Oh.
And I guilt trip her a little bit. So in the
Oh.
morning, she's kind of
Oh.
frumpy and she apologizes.
Hmm.
And we're just
Ah.
like, we're awesome.
Ah.
I make some
Hmm.
eggs.
Huh?
And so now we're gonna make
Ugh.
some amazing dad book choices. Fall asleep. We are most likely to fall asleep watching the History Channel. Castaway on DVD. Our turn-ons. Comfortable while crying. Don't want to be when you grew up. I tell you, I want to be the president of space. Favorite move or genre, whatever's gonna make me cry. Let's go geocaching and hopefully lost. My sick vape. When I can get a nice cup of coffee. There, see? We got dad book. Because we are.
Welcome. You've got dads.
So many people you don't know what that actually means. So many you don't. Makes me so sad. Alright. So let's go on a date with me. I miss your glasses. Put your glasses back on, cutie. He is an avid music enthusiast, passionate coffee drinker. You can find me on most days selling bean juice over at the Coffee Spoon or hanging out at the park with my amazing daughter. Hit me up about 80s no wave music. Homie boy, I love my synth wave. Duh. On Friday night, you'd like to be perfecting my cold brew setup. One drip at a time, baby. If you had to take on to pass fine tunes to pass the days away. Well, you turn on multiple instrumentalism. you want to be a barista? Weirdly enough. Some days I miss being a barista. Like, I loved that job. It was a lot of fun. It was crazy, it was hectic, but boy, it was fun. I navigate to Matt's dad book page and type out a message. Hey man, great getting to see you at the BBQ. We should definitely hang out soon. You free later? A minute or two later, I hear a ding and see Matt's response. Hey dude, I'm so down for that. I'm actually catching a show tonight at the Soundgarden. Wanna come out? Think for a moment. What's a Soundgarden? It's a concert venue, but also a band that a lot of people listened to back when it was cool to have soul patches. Howie Mandel, no. Just stop. And that one true crime author bloke from Oxygen who always has it when he does the shows. It doesn't look good. Oh man, I haven't been to a real concert since Amanda was born. Am I ready for this? Well, I'm thinking, another message pops up. Pub is playing tonight. Cool little indie pop punk rock band out of Canada. Should be a fun one. I didn't know you were allowed to string that many words together to describe a band. Whatever, let's get out of my comfort zone. I would totally be down to see it. I missed it! It's the last message. I log off Dad Book and think for a second. Wait, what was the last time I went to a concert? I mentally backtrack decades through memories of denim jean jackets, moral panic over teenage turning into the occult. Oh god, I had a mullet back then. Oh god, I thought it was cool. Oh god, other people thought it was cool. I finally remember the strange 80s prog rock I used to listen to and mentally envision all of the airbrushed vans in the parking lot. Man, how did anybody survive the 80s? I wish I could have been there and enjoyed it. But I was late for the 80s. Okay, so I haven't been to a concert in a long time. What do you do at concerts now? I spend most of the day pacing around the house and thinking about my relationship with coolness. I mean, I always thought I was cool, at least relative to a bunch of other dads my age. Dad, what are you doing? I look over and see Amanda at the door, just getting home from school. Her eyes are a little puffy, so she's been crying. Hey, what's wrong, Panda?
I'm fine.
Nothing. I'm fine. I just got sad because I realized that the society collectively refuses to take pop music seriously, despite the fact that some of the most interesting musical innovations are coming out of that genre. I think it's just yet another thing we write off because we can't take young women or their interests seriously. You know, and I'm like, you sure that's okay? I'm like, good. She's like, thanks, Popsicle. Fine, really. I don't want to push her. Amanda, how do I be cool? Let me put a pot of coffee on first. It's going to be a long night. No, seriously, Matt invited me to a concert, and I don't think I've been to one since you were born.
Ugh.
Yeah, you have. You took me to that one when I was 12, remember? I'm not going to say what my last, like, big concert was. I mean, like, a big headliner concert. I'm not going to say, because I'm going to embarrass myself. And, like, most of you people don't know who it is, so we're just going to slap a hipster label on it and just call it a day. Me and my hipster self. I suddenly overwhelmed by the memory of a sea of screaming preteens. Oh god, I tried so hard to forget. The one where I had to camp out with you in line so you could get a good spot, and then you cried and screamed the whole time. Dad, it was so much more than that, and I'm not even ashamed to say it. I mean, we all went through that phase, okay? We all did. Like, all preteen girls it just happens. You know, we can't help it. It's just a thing, and the boy bands don't help. Doki doki. And then there's like Atome games, which definitely don't help. Like, not even a little bit. Like, my sister-in-law's sister, like, she's slowly getting into Atome games, and I think she's like 14 or 15. She's just like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. We're giving her the innocent ones first. No, we're not stepping her into the harder core ones or the stranger ones. Or even the hot tofu ones. We don't want her dating pigeons just yet. But it's just like, oh my gosh.
Mm.
Yeah, well, you didn't even find the good stuff. They never found my good shit. Anyway, you should be all set for this concert if you remember that. Just bring a big glittery sign and cry a lot and you'll fit right in. Well, it's a smaller place and I think Matt mentioned they're a punk band?
Hmm.
Like DIY glitter punk, thrash, straight edge. Come on, Dad, give me something to work with here.
Mm.
Are they post punk, proto punk, C punk, Jeremy punk? What's Jeremy punk? I made that one up to see if I could get away with it.
Eh? Hmm.
They're not positive hardcore, are they? He said they're Canadian punk? Oh, yeah, you'll be fine. Does the idea of Canadian punk seem contradictory to you? There's Christian metal, okay? I don't think it's death metal, but there is Christian metal. I don't see friendship and politeness as core tenets of the punk scene. Well, punk is kind of a big genre that might not be as dangerous as you think it is. It's become so much more than just counterculture rebellion. What I'm trying to say is, just enjoy the music. That's it.
Hmm.
I mean, yeah, it's not like you're gonna jump into the mosh pit or anything. Well, that's comforting. And if a strange dude in a Set Your Goals hoodie offers to buy you merch, don't accept it and definitely don't go on 3 awful dates with him afterwards where he takes you to this nice restaurant and then forgets his wallet literally 3 times in a row. You get 1. After that, I'm gonna be like, how'd you get here? What?
Hmm.
Never mind, just have a blast tonight. I show up at the Coffee Spoon at 8 in what I hope is a concert-appropriate attire. I see Matt out front locking the doors to the shop. Hey, you made it! Ready for tonight? Of course. Yes, of course, I definitely know in time. You better believe it, fellow live music lover. Grab those ticks and let's mosh that new. What? New? Short for venue? You know, when you go see dope certs? Are you just making up this stuff right now? Oh man, I get it. I haven't been to a real concert since Pet Rocks were cool. I have no idea what I'm in for.
Hey, yeah.
Did your daughter make you take her to one of those boy band concerts where everybody holds signs and screams, cries? Yeah.
Hey.
I got 2 lined up next month. Still can't get the glitter out of my car from the last one. Stay strong.
Hey.
But dude, I get to take you to your first concert in a long time. It's gonna be awesome. Just hang with me, Cherry, and you'll be good. The scene is super supportive. It'll be a blast. Quick question.
Hey.
Shoot. What is scene? Matt lets out a title.
Hey.
Sorry. It's just weird because scene can describe a music scene as it pertains to the community of people who like the same genre, but can also describe a genre of music no one wants to admit they were into. Hold on, I have to get my bangs. Oh, I think I had to swoop over to the other side. Okay. Let me get my scene bangs. There we go. I know, I've got the shaved head, so at least I've got that going for me. I bet this looks terrible. Oh my gosh, we're gonna go with it. We're gonna go with it for the rest of the night. Just because it's terrible. Matt looks off into the distance, says nothing, but I can tell he's thinking, never again. That's confusing.
Hey.
You get it. The important thing tonight is that you enjoy yourself. Come on, let's head to the show. After waiting in a short line to get in, we finally find ourselves in a small venue with a stage. The end, a bar. Oh my god, the hair all over my face! This is why they're always doing that thing. There we go, I got that flip going. Beta, I feel like you. I don't know why. Just there's that one picture you have of you, and it's just like the seed bangs are so real, and I love you, girl. After waiting in a short line to get in, we finally find ourselves in a small venue with a stage at one end and a bar at the other. Most here are closer to Amanda's age than mine, I suddenly feel very out of place. My waning youth is showing. I'm suddenly aware of my mortality. When were the good years of my life? Will Amanda still love me as we both grow older? Wait, is sea punk actually a genre? I think nowadays it is, especially since sea shanties kind of got popular. So, I'm gonna Google that. Hold on. Sea punk. Oh my gosh, it is a thing. Yes, sea punk is a thing. Sea punk is a subculture that originated on Tumblr in 2011. It is associated with aquatic-themed session of file, 3D net art, iconography, and allusions to popular culture in the 1990s. The advent of sea punk also spawned its own electrical music microgenre, featuring elements of southern hip-hop and pop music and R&B music of the 1990s. Sea punk gained limited popularity as it spread through the internet, although it is said to have been developed in the Chicago club scene. There we go. Sorry, I had to look that up because I was like, wait, is that really a genre? So the answer is yes. Yes, it is. Matt, you made it!
What?
A young kid runs up and high-fives Matt. The kid runs off and Matt turns to me, shuddering. I get nervous when people, surprise high-five me. Me too.
Hey.
I'm like a small animal. Loud noises, large groups of people frighten me. Dokie dokie. Do you also enjoy curling up in a patch of sunlight to take a nap? I'm a small animal. I am a cat. I don't want to do anything today. I just want a cat. Maybe have a book. I love reading. It's my Kindle. I know I have my library, my physical library over here off camera. And I have a Kindle for when I want to read books. But yes, multiple times I have bought copies of books. I have physical copy just so I can read it in bed and not have to have a light on. Don't judge me.
Oh.
That's my favorite thing to do. A couple other people notice Matt in the crowd and yell hey as
Hey.
well. Matt waves and hugs a couple people. He seems really in his element too.
Hey.
Matt turns his attention back to me. I'm so afraid of all those people. See, that would be me. Then I'd be like, I have no idea who any of them are. Let's go grab a beer. Matt and I line up at the bar in the back. We're a couple of the older concert goers hanging out. A couple more people notice Matt and tip their drink at him.
Hey.
Seems like you're a popular guy out
Hey.
here. Oh, yeah, I go to a lot of shows. This is a really cool spot.
Hey, yeah.
But it's times like these where I realize I can only be charming and funny for about 5 minutes before I run out of stuff to talk about. That's what happens when you're like a cashier or a barista. You can be good, you can be funny, you can charm me. You all do it while you're ringing out people's orders, while you're doing the line stuff, all of that jazz. You could do that. Fantastic. Then afterwards you're like, crap, I've run out of material. What do I do? Ugh.
Hey.
And then I become keenly aware of where my hands are. There's no comfortable place in your mouth for your tongue to rest. God damn it, where do I put my tongue?
Oh.
See? Well, I've known you for more than 5 minutes and I still think you're charming and funny. Wink. Can't see the wink behind the hair, but I winked. Just you wait.
Hey.
We grab our drinks. This scene seems really friendly. I don't know why people wouldn't want to admit they listen to it. Let's check out the merch.
Hey.
Matt and I walk over to a small booth in a corner of the room where a crusty-looking teenager guards a selection of shirts and records. He singles me out from across the room and hops up to on his chair. Listen up! Get your merch here! I got t-shirts, I got tank tops, I got all gifts and accoutrements. A discerning concert goer of considerable taste might want. I gesture to myself, my face flushing red. Yes, you! You look like a fellow who knows their music. How's about a fine 12-inch long-playing vinyl record made and distributed by Pup, Canadian's premier punk rock outfit? Well, see here, fine shopkeeper, your enthusiastic salesmanship has aroused my interest and suspicion in equal parts. How can I, a consumer of finer goods in life, trust your wares to be true of spirit? A fine question from a discerning patron! Okay, Pablo, you can give it a rest. The teen hops off the chair and takes a seat. Your friend looked lost, so I figured I'd give him the old razzle-dazzle. How the hell are you, Matt?
Hey.
Day by day, my man. Day by day. They do that thing where they high-five, but it also turns into a hug.
Hey.
Your mom doing better? She's still single. If you want me my dad, I could make that connect. And I have to deal with you every single day. Fair enough. Who's your bud?
Hey, yeah.
That's Cherry. Thought I'd bring him out to a concert. Thought I'd bring out a concert, pal. Pablo leans closer to Matt. Is Cherry cool? Matt eyes me. I eye him back. He cracks a smile.
Hey.
Yeah. Pablo brings me in for a bro hug. My dude! I'm not sure what to say, but I give the courtesy 2 pats on the back, as is customary in our society, for people you don't know super well, but still want to be friendly to. You do that. Or you had the one lady who forever scarred me. She took my hand as she was telling me a story, and you know how when you're kind of like someone's done telling your hands, and like when they're done, you kind of give them the squeeze and the pat, like, okay, you can let go. You're like, oh, okay, that's nice, huh? She's talking to me and she looks down at me and she's like, I bet you want your hand back, don't you? I replied, yes, please. She said no, and then kept talking, and I'm like, oh dear God. Thanks, Dad. You didn't rescue me from awkwardness. He was laughing in the corner, so I tried to ask for help quietly with my eyes. Looked over at him, he was just rolling with laughter, and I'm like, great. This is why I can't have nice things.
Uh-huh.
Pablo's a total card. Kid plays the hell out of a bass. Yeah, man, when are we starting our witch house band?
Hey.
You know I'm out of the game. It's a shame. You know if Vacant Veil would have slayed. It'll slay once you actually start making music instead of just printing a bunch of band t-shirts. We got the sickest logo. While Matt and Pablo talk, I check out the merch. These shirts are really nice.
Hey.
Looks like the opener's coming on, so we get a spot up close. Matt and I walk over to the stage where the crowd begins to form. Band walks on stage and pick up a variety of strange instruments. Is that a harpsichord? The lead singer addresses the crowd. He has a mandolin slung behind his back. Hey, what's up, everybody? We're Jonathan Jones at the Speakeasy Choir. My name's Daniel. Let's start the show. Oh no, these guys. Save. Without time to respond, the band starts playing the most precocious noise I've ever heard. What is this? Matt doesn't say anything. He just hands me earplugs. Thanks! I put the earplugs in, and whatever the hell is assaulting my ears gets a lot quieter. For a band this bad, they sure do seem to be having fun. I guess that's what's really matters. Jesus, did the cellist just break his bow in half? I don't get this. The set seems to go on forever. There are no breaks in the song, and I think one of the members' jobs is specifically to burn poetry on stage. Turn to Matt, try to start a conversation. So you go to a lot of concerts out here, huh? What? We're going to ask again. So you go to a lot of concerts out here. What?
Hey.
Haha, yeah.
Hey.
Matt turns back his attention to the show. He can't hear me, so I just stop and try to enjoy the music. Okay, no, this is impossible. How long have they been playing the same song? 10 minutes? 20? A year? Eventually, the set ends, but only after the drummer sprains his ankle during a saxophone solo. They promised it was part of the act as he was carried off stage crying. Matt and I both pull our earplugs out. Man, that was something. I promise Pup is much better. I just have a lot of questions that I know I'll never get the answer to.
Hey.
Yeah, he sprains his ankle at every show. They were being real about that.
Hey.
Let's go grab another beer. Matt and I work our way out of the crowd and back to the bar. More and more people file into the concert space as it gets closer to the main act. It's getting kind of crowded in here. We grab our beers and I try to follow Matt back to our spot. There's so many people that I'm having a hard time keeping up. I work my way through the throngs of excited concertgoers, but I realize I've lost Matt entirely. I stop and look around, see nothing but a sea of hip 20-somethings. I'm lost. How am I ever going to find Matt here? Where's the exit? Are there even exits? What if I'm trapped in this building forever? Am I going to see my daughter ever again? What if that terrible band is back on stage? What if... Suddenly a hand reaches out and grasps me. It's
Hey.
Matt! Almost lost you, buddy. Whew, got real nervous for a second there.
Hey.
You and me both, dude. He takes my hand and leads me back towards the stage. I can feel myself blushing a little. Ew. We finally settle back into our spot and wait for the band to start. Busy place, huh?
Hey.
Yeah, pub really brings out a crowd. So you go to concerts a lot?
Oh.
Oh yeah, it's one of my absolute favorite things in the world. I think it's one thing to listen to music and connect with it, but when you're in a room full of people connecting with the music just the same way you are, that's magic. I suddenly had the urge to pee. Curse this tiny dad bladder. That is the story of my life. Like, okay, it's not a dad bladder, but I had the bladder of like a 13-year-old boy, and I was happy. I've never had to put it this way. That's really beautiful. Also, I have to pee.
Hey.
Hurry up, man, they're about to go on. I squeezed my way out of the crowd towards the restroom. I really should have gone before I left the house, but Amanda was watching beauty videos in the bathroom. She had an eyeliner wing going halfway across her face, which was actually pretty good looking. I can't do wing eyeliner. I'm so proud of her. I make it to the restroom finally, but it's one of those single-person rooms with a line forming outside of it. As soon as I finish my business, the band starts. Crap. The people that were initially milling around the venue all crowd up against the stage as Pub plays their first song. How am I ever going to find Matt now? Now we have to find that dad. Everyone's rushing to the stage to watch Pup play. I'm sure Matt will be up there too. I gotta get there without being trampled by all the rowdy youths.
This is the part of the game where you should have been hearing a licensed tune. We worked really hard to lock it down for you. We even got permission to whitelist the song for YouTube and Twitch. But their systems are seriously broken, what a bitch.
This is amazing music, by the way.
So we added the song that you're listening to right now. Don't you think it's better than risking content ID? To you streamers and let's players, I have one decree. Please check out the band called Pup and their song DVP. DVP. That's right, the band's called Pup and their song called DVP. The song is great and the video is tight, yes, take it from me. It's like footage of NES and SNES games with the lyrics added into them. It's really cool, but it's kind of hard to explain right now, but you'll get it, I promise. You should really go check it out. It's a really good video.
No!
So we added the song that you're listening to right now. Don't you think it's better than risking content ID? To you streamers and let's
Okay, let's try this again. With this amazing song. Turn it up for you.
This is the part of the game where you should have been hearing a licensed tune. We worked really hard to lock it down for you. We even got permission to whitelist the song for YouTube and Twitch. But their systems are seriously broken, what a bitch. So we added risking content ID.
It's amazing.
To you streamers and let's players, I have one decree. Please check out the band called Pup and their song DVP. DVP. That's right, the band's called Pup and their song called DVP. The song is great and the video is tight, yes, take it from me. It's like footage of NES and SNES games with the lyrics added into them. It's really cool, but it's kind of hard to explain right now, but you'll get it, I promise. You should really go check it out. It's a really good video. So we added the song that you're listening to right now.
No!
Don't you think it's better than
I almost had it.
risking content
Oh, we're gonna
ID?
get it. We're gonna get this.
To you streamers and let's players, I have one decree.
I will get to it.
Please check out the band called Pup and their song DVP.
We're gonna get it.
DVP.
Hair out of the face so I can actually see. Okay, so now I know you can fall off the edge.
This is the part of the game where you should have been hearing a licensed tune.
There's only
We
one bathroom.
worked
There's a
really
bathroom right
hard
there.
To lock it down for you. We even got permission to whitelist the song for YouTube and Twitch. But their systems are seriously broken. What a bitch.
Definitely want to keep up top a little bit so we don't.
So we added the song that you're listening to right now.
I will put a link to
Don't you
Pup,
think it's better than
to their music
risking
video. I will put a link to it
content
in my
To you streamers and let's players,
My
I
stream.
have one
Or-
decree. Please check out the band called Pup and their song DVP. DVP.
I mean, come on, we totally have
That's right, the band's called Pup and their song called DVP.
to. So we have to be careful we don't get
The
run
song
over.
is great and the video is tight, yes, take it from me. It's like footage of NES and SNES games with the lyrics added into them. It's really cool, but it's kind of hard to explain right now, but you'll get it, I promise. You should really go check it out.
Ah!
It's a really good video. So we added the song that you're listening to right now.
Oh god, spit up a lot!
Don't you think it's better than risking content ID?
Almost there! Almost there!
To you streamers and let's players, I have one decree. Please check out the band called Pup and their song DVP.
Whew! We lived! Sorry, I just needed 2 eyes. Let's see if
But
I can do this.
really, content ID demands a serious convo. But is this the
Then we're
time
going through the
or
crowd.
place to
Matt
talk
originally
about
was,
it?
but now we're getting
Oh,
found.
no.
Shoot, I guess I should keep looking.
This is a
I'm up
dating
into
sim
from behind. I
about
find
getting
myself in the
with
middle of a
dads,
bunch of
no,
youths
that's-
running around in circles with music.
Oh God,
I'm in
how
the
did
pit.
we get here? What are we doing?
God, how do I get out of this pit? Out of nowhere, he shoulders himself into me, keeps moving in the
What a
circle.
mess.
Hey! I guess
So
I'm
we
moving in a circle
added
now.
the song that
I
you're
frantically search for a way out,
listening
but
to
all I
right
can
now.
see is this ocean of
Don't
youths.
you think
Turns out.
it's better than risking content ID? To you streamers
Another
and
youth
let's
slams into me and I lost my
players,
balance.
have
About to
one
topple over.
decree.
This is it. This is how I die.
Check out
Trampled
the
under the boots of
band called
counterculture.
Pup and their
Someone
song
grabs my hand.
DVP.
Someone familiar. I look up and see Matt. He pulls me back to my feet. You're wild, dude. Matt throws his arms around me and we jump back into the circle, bashing into the youths left and right as Pup plays killer solo. I didn't know you messed with the pit. Me neither. I can't believe this. I'm having fun. I'm a little mad that I didn't stretch before physical activity, but I'm having fun. The song ends and the pit finally dissipates. Everybody cheers Pup on. Maybe only got enough pit energy for one song. Alright, man, let's retreat. We'll show these kids how it's done another day. We work our way back to the more comfortable spot in the crowd and enjoy the rest of the show from the safe distance. Pup puts on an amazing set. Basically had to beg themselves off the stage after their encore. The concert over, the crowd starts making their way to the exit. Hey, I'll meet you outside. Gotta say bye to a couple people. I hang outside the venue until Matt finally shows up. Hey man, thanks for waiting. I got you a present. He hands me the t-shirt I was looking at earlier. Whoa, thanks man.
Hey.
Saw you eyeballing it back at the merch
Hey.
booth. And I mean, anyone who tears it up that hard on their first time back to a concert deserves a reward. I lost my guide, hold on. I lost my guide! I have two. Alright. The youths will finally accept me. Okay. Finally, I'll be able to infiltrate the ranks and defeat them not only on the field of battle, as we've done today, but on a grander scale. We'll see you in the world pit, youths. Hey, Matt! Hey, it's Pup! Look at him. Look at him. It's something.
Hey.
I'm so glad I could make it. You guys put on a great show. Thanks. Well, see you around. Wait, you know Pup?
Hey.
Oh yeah, I met him a couple times when they first started touring. Good kids. Whoa.
Hey.
Come on, let's grab some diner food. Diner food is the best, especially after concerts. Man, mosh pits take a lot out of you. I have a friend who actually had a mosh pit at her wedding. She's that metal. She is. She's totally that metal. Matt and I walk into... Light down! Light down! Oh god, I knocked over everything. Oh god. I think we're good. Not bad as my monitor. Okay. Ugh. I can't see anything. Okay. We're Gucci. We're alive. Matt and I walk to a tiny little diner with a cute neon sign. We tear into some bacon and eggs in a corner booth.
Hey.
So there I am in the pit, trying to explain to the face tattoo guy that I didn't mean to elbow him in the face tattoo, but he's already seeing red. Not from the tattoo, which coincidentally was red. He's lumbering towards me, and there's nowhere to go. It's the end for me, right? Then out of nowhere I get this idea. I just lean back and spread my arms, and just like that, a crowd surfing away from him in slow motion. You should have seen the look on the guy's face. Bought him a beer afterwards. We were cool. We still follow each other on social media. He has good, beautiful kids. Mosh pit people are amazing. They are amazing people. Like, yes, you're in a mosh pit, but you know why you're in the mosh pit. You're in there for a reason. But like the people themselves, they are so cool. Glad you guys worked it out. Yeah, man, just goes to show you that punk's not dead. It just drives a minivan and has to hire a babysitter. How'd you get to see all these amazing concerts? Oh, I used to tour in a band. We were small, but it got us to travel all around the States. Whoa! Yeah, I mean, we were poor. We had to scrape a lot together just to survive, but I wouldn't trade those experiences for anything. But yeah, that's how I knew a bunch of these people. It's at the shows. You see, like, this builds an amazing community, especially in a town like this. Just a lot of positive energy and good vibes. I want to go to a concert now. I got that feeling. Plenty of friendly people, especially that Pablo kid. Oh man, everybody loves Pablo. His mom's been raising him on her own, and you can tell that it's been tough on both of them. I know he looks up to me, so I try to help him wherever I can. It's really nice of you. Thanks. Us single parents just have to look out for each other. How's Carmencita? She says she wants to learn the drums. Oh boy. It'll be loud, and I'll need to take a lot of aspirin, but I'll manage. Can't really blame her. I'm suddenly very grateful that all my daughter's hobbies are super quiet. Photography, collaging, whatever she does on the internet. Thanks, Amanda. I'm trying to be supportive of Carmencita's rebellious phase, but I guess that kind of defeats the purpose of it, doesn't it? I think it would be a good daddy-daughter activity to find something to rebel against together. Like what? Fashion. You can always fly in the face of fashion industry. It's a good anti-establishment option. Matt gestures to my outfit. I think you got that one covered, dude. I'm hurt. I thought I was among friends. He and I laugh. We keep digging into our big plates of greasy diner food. The breakfast I ordered for dinner is absolutely hitting the spot.
Oh.
Man,
Oh.
being a single dad is rough sometimes. It's a lonely feeling. I understand that all too well. I mean, at least we have the rest of the dads to talk to.
Hey.
Yeah, it just, I don't know. I get real nervous sometimes talking to people. Matt gets nervous talking to people, but he's so cool. Me too. I've never really considered myself an extrovert and never really considered myself as an introvert. I'm just uncomfortable in any situation.
Hey.
In every situation. Always. Ah, you're fine. You're actually really easy to talk to. You know that? I smile. Matt and I spend the rest of the night trading daughter stories. Turns out our kids are a lot alike. Finish up our late night dinners and head out. We walk back to the cul-de-sac. Back to our respective houses.
Oh.
Tonight was a blast, man. Oh, I loved it. Although I'm probably gonna feel it at my knees in the morning. Haha, you and me both. I don't usually like going on these things alone. It was really cool to have you there with me. I'm glad.
Hey.
Alright, I'm calling it quits for the night. Stay cool, man. He called me cool. Matt called me cool! He's got fangirl. Fangirl so hard. I walk into the house with my heart in my throat. Amanda pops her head out from her room. Hey, Pops, how is the show? Matt thinks I'm cool!
Mm.
You don't say. Panda. Matt thinks I'm cool. Blind leading the blind, huh? Wow, I just got dunked on by my own child. Unbelievable. Hey, Amanda, remind me which one of us just tore it up in the pit as a punk show, and which one of us just spent 4 hours probably watching Tiny House Hunting Amish Triplets Extreme Edition? First of all, how dare you? That show is a classic. Second of all, you mosh in the pit? Who even are you? I'm your extremely cool dad. Flex. All right, I'm hitting the hay pops. I'll see you in the pit. Night, kiddo. Ugh. Scooter with the glasses.
You really are the king of carrot flowers.
I couldn't hear it either. I just know I'm the king of something. All right. Carrot flowers. I'm apparently the king of carrot flowers. Mail truck. So now the daughter is getting some mail for her second choice college that she gets into. So she's excited. And now we're going to go have a fun dinner in honor of her getting in. And she takes us to the best place in the world for food. Burritos. Burritos by the Bayside. Like, totally, that's the best place to go. Oh my god, how do you see kids do it? Like, I think they put the part that flops in their face behind their ear or something. I don't know. I'm not cool enough. Maybe I'm weird. I think we're probably gonna end up playing poker? I don't know.
Welcome. You've got dads.
Yeah. Hey, Cherry, what are your feelings about poker? Beyond hardly knowing her. Poker? Hardly know her. There it is. Good talk. No. So, now we're going to go play poker together, which I've done like 3 times, so we're just going to kind of breeze through it. So we go to
Hey.
poker. It's at,
Oh.
we're all together. We bring food, we bring stuff. Craig is a
Hey.
card shark. Robert Crumbs,
Hey.
and he's apparently amazing at it. He's amazing at bluffing because his stories are just so obscure you're not even really sure what to do. And Joseph's terrible at it. He just loses money and he's like, oh, I'm just here for the food. Brian just makes amazing food for me.
Hey, dude.
Then Craig makes a kale chip, and Matt's like, oh, we could sell it at my place. Just gives it a bad pun. And then it's just like, oh god. He says, hey, if Amanda wants a summer job, she can come to the store. Then it's just crazy. Then, of course, Robert makes crazy stories and
Very
nobody knows that they're
nice.
true, so they're like, screw it, I fold. I don't know.
Hey.
Because he bets his truck, and then he bets his house, and they're like, I can't do it. Can't do it. Nope.
Welcome. You've got dads.
I love it. All right, let's go on date number 2. Ugh. Okay, second date. Alright. Time for our second date. See, don't sleep on rocks. Instead of messaging the guy, why don't I just walk over and grab some coffee? Feeling really sluggish today anyway. Amanda! Amanda sticks her head out of the room. Father! Wanna go to the coffee spoon? Oh, so you get called cool once, and now you're doing the cool dad who hangs out at coffee shops and listens to neo jazz and stuff? Amanda, are you gonna bring your laptop and your leather-bound journal so you can work on your poetry anthology? In one of these drawers next to, actually I think it's over there. Yeah, on my bookshelf, I have a couple leather-bound journals. I am really getting called out, man. Oh, the hipster in me is, oh god, this hair's killing me. But the hipster in me is absolutely just like, oh. Look, honey, do you want me to buy you coffee or not?
Huh.
Let me grab my laptop and my leather-bound journal. Amanda and I make the short walk over to the coffee spoon. The place is quiet today, just a few people hanging out, reading books in the cozy little nooks. I walk up to the counter and see a familiar, pierced face. Where? He doesn't have facial piercings. You have more facial piercings. Hey, you were the dude I yelled a bunch at the other night.
Oh.
Amanda casts a sideways glance at me. He tried to sell me shirts. Who might you be, miss?
Ugh.
This is my daughter, Amanda. Person I am the father to and am very protective of. An honor to make your acquaintance. I'm Pablo. Did I mention that I make witch house music? I wouldn't call witch house music, but okay. A piercing blow to my ego, though not one that will dissuade my need to impress you. My innate dad sense is tingling. I am overwhelmed with a fatherly protective energy. I must do something to protect my child! I hate it when they do that. It's not there. Okay. Oh my god, I hate this. Why did I think this was a good idea? Dream Daddy Matt Guide. Let's see here. The cool dad. Is ordering. Okay, so we're supposed to order. That's not on there! Alright, we're gonna save. And change the subflex. Anyways, I didn't know you worked here! Yeah man, today's my first day. Bot's still training me.
Ah.
Cherry! Matt comes out from washing dishes in the back room to meet Amanda and I. He and I high five, as fellow cool people do. Oh, I see you met my newest employee. At your service, although I'm only here until Vacant Veil starts their world tour. When's that? Well, we had to put out a record first. Alright, Pablo. Now what do we do when a customer again? Right, yes. Pablo clears his throat. Hello, good folks of Maple Bay. Can I interest you in a tasty caffeinated beverage? A smashing pumpkin spice latte, please. Yes! Yes! Golly, this is so mean. Look how pasty I am. Look how just pasty I am. You know I love the pumpkin spice latte. Pumpkin spice latte rules the world, okay? I can't help it. I just can't. They're just so good. Makes my soul. I have a pillow downstairs on my couch on my nose edges. Now that's like love something and pumpkin spice. I literally have a sign over on my wall that says a whole latte love and pop pumpkin spice, okay? Ah, be still, my white girl heart. I do not own a pair of Ugg boots because it's Florida and that's just a stupid thing to own. A classic. And you? Father John Minstow. I don't even know what that is. A Father John Minstow, please. That might be the worst pun I've ever heard. Hey, it's pure comedy. Yeah, puns are the highest form of comedy. Oh, I was making a joke off Father John's Ministry has an album called Pure Comedy, and the drink is named after him, and I was... Yeah, never mind. Going right up. Pablo gets to work making our drinks while Matt observes him.
Hey!
He'll get the hang of it. For a goofy dude, he is... For the goofy dude of his... For as goofy of a dude he is, kid works hard. Hey man, that concert was a lot of fun. We should hang out again.
Hey!
Hell yes. I'm actually going to be done training Pablo in a couple hours and was going to go record shopping. Want to come along? Ooh, ooh. Absolutely. Pablo brings us our drinks and Amanda buries herself in her laptop. I spend my time sipping my drink and cracking jokes with Matt. Last time we hung out, he told me that he had trouble hanging out with other people. But for some reason, he and I could talk and joke like old buds. It's weird. I feel really comfortable about him. I also had that ability to where people could just be chill and just chat with me. And I'm like, hey, what's up? And it's like, oh yeah, we've known each other for like ever. It's weird. Once Matt feels comfortable leaving Pablo on his own, I say goodbye to Amanda and we start walking to the record store.
Hey!
Have you ever been here before? No! I mean, we have a record player sitting in the living room, but all I have are 2 copies of Frampton Comes Alive.
Hey!
Oh, this should be fun then. We're glad to find you some good stuff. The walls of the store are packed with posters, artwork, stickers, and records. A few people mill around, flipping through milk crates of albums. Some indie band is playing through the speaker. It's a nice vibe. So, why do people still buy records? Isn't it kind of outdated at this point?
Hey!
There's a lot of people who would try and tell you that vinyl sounds warmer or more true to the artist's intent. But really, I think it's just nice to collect records.
Oh!
Fake beard, sad swears, steady boo, diner food, yacht club miracle. It's cool that in this day and age we have just about every song ever created available instantaneously on our phones. But there's something about holding an album and getting to see the artwork in your hands that I'll always love. That way with books.
Hey!
That's why I try to get many of these records that I love in physical form as possible. Remember when we were kids and would have to wait around the radio with cassette tapes so that we could record our favorite songs?
Hey!
Made each listen really special. And mixtapes were even cooler because of how much we had to work for them. Now you just make a playlist. I think someone gave me a real mixtape. It was in high school.
Hey!
I look around the multi-level record store and spot some genres. Future wave, jungle, anarcho punk, new exploitation, nunsploitation? I have no idea where to even start. Future wave, my friend. Future wave. 'Cause us with the synth waves here. Man, this is a little overwhelming.
Hey!
Here, let me help you find something you might like. If you were a milkshake, what flavor would you be? This is not in here. We didn't talk about drugs. We didn't talk about drugs. What? None of these. I'm confused. I'm so confused. First date. Ugh. Like, none of these are giving me an updated version. know what? We're just gonna look on Steam. We're just gonna look on Steam. Oh my god, I can't see because of my hair. Guides. Let's see. That gave me nothing. Okay, you're not helpful. Matt. Did I miss something? Okay, apparently I just can't find this. So,
Oh.
if you could buy one type of candle set for the rest of your life, what would it be? Spring Creek Fireball. Power Violet Cherry Blossom.
Hey.
What's your favorite ambient sound? Rain. Dream vacation spot. What's your deepest, darkest fear? People only me because I want something from me. Just want to forget. Saying you choose later to your food.
Wait.
Oh, I know just the thing. Matt runs to the other end of the store. Returns holding a record behind his back. He shows it to me. This is Evil Friends by Portugal. The Man. Dangerous Mouse came on this album and produced it. And I think it was a perfect blend of what PTM does and what Danger Mouse does. Super fun, super catchy. You'll love it. Whoa, dude. Thanks for the recommendation. We're gonna have a great time with it. Promise. Like none of this. I don't know. Usual stuff today, Matt. Just some light pickups. Matt places 3 albums on the counter. Swear I'm Good at This by Diet Sig. Forever by Mystery Skulls. And The Greatest Hits by Remote Drive. Tight. The cashier rings Matt up and hands back his albums in a bag. She stares at me suspiciously. Who's the nerd?
Oh.
That nerd is my buddy Cherry. Cherry, this beacon of human charm, is Molly. I got kicked out of art school for destroying my painting at the end of every critique. Lovely to meet you. Anyway, Matt, is the open mic still on?
Hey.
You know it. The third wave's gonna do a special acoustic performance. I might see if I can get a few other girls together. There's an open mic night going on?
Hey.
Yeah, dude, we do it every month at the Coffee Spoon. Some amazing talent always comes through. Got a flyer for it right here. You and Amanda should come by that night.
Man.
Matt blushes.
Man.
I mean, if you're not doing anything.
Man.
Well, vacant avail, me plague. If only. I finished paying for my record and we head out of the store. Man, what a trip down memory lane. I haven't been to a record shop like this since Vans were cool. Now that you mention it, isn't it strange to think all of those weird little musical memories? What do you mean? Well, I think music is a very time and place sort of thing. A song is important to me not only in what I think it sounds good, but where I was and what I was doing when I listened to it. There's a music that reminds me of exes, of struggling through school, of being so poor that I didn't know where my next meal was coming from. All this stuff. And listening to those songs reminds me of those moments in my life. Yeah, I've got some songs that are music that just like really, really takes me. And it just, yeah, like sometimes I'll just hear it and suddenly I'm like, my brain's like taken to a different place, you know? Yeah, now that I think of it, even that pop concert Amanda made me take her to is special to me. I mean, not really a fan of the band, but hearing their song on the radio reminds me of how young and excited Amanda was. That she even reminds me of a younger me. Going to see my favorite reminds me. And then that even reminds me of a younger me, going to see my favorite band in concert with all my friends. We would always go to my friend Cynthia Chapman's house beforehand and smoke pot in her basement like we were slick. Her parents definitely knew what we were doing. Wait, when was the last time you smoked pot? Matt stops and thinks for a moment. It's been decades. Dude, me too! Where do you even get pot now? Is that even what kids call it these days? I don't
Hey,
know. I bet I could find out. Do you want to get high and listen to our new records? Yeah. Okay. So now here's where the thing goes. So apparently that whole bit just didn't matter. Yeah. Why not? Matt pulls out his phone, starts texting.
Hey.
After a few minutes, he looks up and smiles at me.
Hey.
Ha! Molly's got a hookup. Says she'll meet us in an alley near the coffee shop.
Hey.
Okay. If it turns out it's the feds, you make break for it, and I'll take the heat. Just promise me that you'll raise Amanda like she was your own. You realize that weed has been legalized in this state, right? I definitely knew that.
Oh.
But we live in dangerous times. Who knows what lurks in the seedy underbelly of Maple Bay? We could find ourselves in the wrong end of a deal gone bad. Just look out for Amanda. I swear.
What?
Oh, here's our guy. Coming around the corner is one of those nasty, greasy dumpsters. Shrouded in darkness is a lean figure dressed in all black. Excuse me, Mr. Drug Man. Surprised, the person almost jumps out of their skin. It's Lucian, Damien's son. Who sent you?
Huh?
We're cool, man. We're cool. Says who? All I know, you could be with the feds. Actually, weed is legal. Prove you're cool. What? I need to know you're down or I bolt. Cite mutually assertive destruction. Look, man, we're trying to buy drugs from you, and we know you sell drugs. You have dirt on us. We have dirt on you. We're in this together. Look, it's fine. I get it. Buzzcut Molly said you were coming. Right, and the formalities are out of the way. Let's make a deal. Alright, how much do you want? One what?
Hey, dude.
Yeah. He means weed, Lucian. Yeah, but how much?
Hey.
One? Like, this would be me if I had to go buy weed. I'd be like, I would like a single weed. It's like, well, how much? I don't know. How much do people smoke? Enough to smoke? Hi, Kevin. Welcome to Dream Daddy. It's ridiculous. They were making jokes about scene people being in a scene, which is why my bangs are over my face and it's absolutely annoying the crap pee out of me. But we have to. Sometimes we have to. Whoosh. That's all I can do. You keeping out of trouble, Kevin? Doki doki. One. Oh my god, look, here, take this and give me $10. Just don't tell my dad. Let's all forget this ever happened.
Oh.
I won't tell your dad if you don't. Lucien hands me a baggie of something and disappears down the alley. I open it, take a deep whiff. It smells like genuine drugs, yes sirree.
Hey.
That went smoothly. Yeah, we should get off public property before we smoke
Hey.
this. Great idea. Let's head back to my place, yeah? Matt and I walk to our cul-de-sac and stop at the gas station to buy rolling papers and soda. I feel like I'm 16 again. Oh my god, I love that house. Like, I love it. Just, yes. Carmencita's having a sleepover tonight, so that gives us all the time we need to do drugs.
Hey.
Awesome, let's do some drugs. Matt pulls one of the records out of his bag and puts it on for us. I plop down on a comfy leather couch and look around his place. There are a bunch of band posters and his record collection takes up the entire wall. Whoa, what a collection.
Hey, yeah.
Been collecting my whole life. Was nice to finally get them all in one place after being on the road so much of my life. I had to ask my parents to hold on to them for me. Matt sits down next to me and we lay the marijuana drugs out on the coffee table. What coffee table? There's no coffee. Doing alright, playing glitchy space game. Ooh, glitchy space games are always fun. Although I don't think that's cyberpunk, so which one were you playing? Please, it's your house.
Oh.
If you say so.
Huh?
Matt pulls out some rolling papers and sprinkles some of the beatnik tobacco into place. He starts rolling it back and forth papers, almost breaking immediately, spilling the drugs all over the couch.
Hey.
Never was too good at this.
Oh.
Matt tries again, and is able to successfully have a nice looking. It's a new game called Starbase. Ooh, that sounds cool. What does it do? Like, do you build bases in space? Besides glitch things? Beats are good. He hands me a lighter and the blunt, I think, and I'll take it. Well, let's rip that golf fairway. Yes, let's do that. I light the joint and inhale deeply. This is not what I remembered. It's been a while though. Maybe pot and drugs have just gotten more potent since the last time I smoked. Pass the joint to Matt and cough a bit. Should it sting this much, or am I just a baby?
What?
Matt takes a hit and his eyes grow wide.
Hmm.
That's not weed. Oh god. Did we develop a taste for meth? No, it's... Matt takes another hit and winces.
Hey, yeah.
Yep, this is oregano. I sniff the air. Yep, that would definitely explain why it smells like pizza place around here. That little punk ripped us off. Oh well, we can still relax and enjoy the music sober. You know what? You're right.
Hey.
We sit and listen through the Diet Sig album Matt bought, which is catchy as hell. I look around the room again and see photos of Carmencita growing up. I spot a young woman with a huge smile on one of the pictures of the two. Who's that?
Oh, man.
Oh, that's Rosa. She was Carmencita's mother. She died when Carmencita was young. I'm sorry to hear that. Amanda lost Alex. Oh, wow, we actually have a name. We have a name for husbando. Amanda lost Alex at a young age, too. I can understand how hard it must have been. I look around again, spotting a framed gig poster hanging on the wall. On it, there's the illustration of Matt and Rosa surrounded by flowers. Cursive letters read, "Stillness the Dancing." Looks like they played the Soundgarden over a decade ago. Were you two in a band together?
Oh, man.
Yeah, that was the reason I was touring so much when I was younger. We traveled the whole country in this rinky-dink little van. It was hard to start, but once we started gaining notoriety and seeing how much our songs meant to the kids, it was just incredible. Wow, that seems like the life some people only dream of. It was, and it was difficult at the same time. I couldn't have done it without someone by my side. Rosa and I knew that we couldn't do it together. Long hours on the road, missing your family, sleeping in a van, all that stuff. So when she became pregnant with Carmencita, we put down roots in our favorite town to play in, right here. Since she was a kid, Rosa always had the dream to own a quiet little coffee shop. She died before it opened. I'm so sorry.
Oh, man.
Don't be. I'm not really sure what to say. Couldn't possibly count the number of times I told the people the same thing after Alex died.
Hey.
Matt gets up to flip the record. Next to the turntable, I notice a dusted piano. Do you play?
Oh, man.
Ah, I'm out of practice. I used to jam out to the keys back in the day. Oh, yeah? I fronted the hottest 7-piece ska band that Eagle Rock Bay High School had to offer.
Hey.
No way. You had a ska phase. Phase, ska never dies. Except for Scott Muniz and Manifesto, who broke up after the senior talent show to pursue solo careers.
Oh.
Dude, that's so rad. Matt pulls out the piano bench.
Oh.
Give me some of that two-tone love. Oh man, let's see if I still got. Starbase is a Minecraft-like game about making your own ship and eventual space station when it works. But see, that's how they get the hardness around it, you know. Sure, they want to be. It could be easy like Minecraft, but then you just go play Minecraft. Why not have it randomly destroy itself? Think of it as like the sky falling down or meteors. So then it just destroys everything. You die and you have to start over. That's what they are. It's not a glitch. It's a feature. Or it's not a bug. It's a feature.
Hey.
I sit down at the piano. Let's go with the classics. Start playing Chopsticks. What a jam. All right, buddy, can you top that?
I mean, I don't know if
I shouldn't. Oh, come on.
Oh.
No, it's been a long time. It's never too late to get back into it. Matt, you just shot through a butchered version of Chopsticks. Song that children who are learning the piano usually figure out before they're 10. How much worse can it be? That's how I live my life. I'm like, look, no one else can screw up as badly as I do. You think you're gonna mess up at this job? I've messed up 4 times as bad, and I still work here. So go for it. And then I usually explain to them some of the stuff that happens, and they're like, "Oh my gosh." Okay. Okay. Matt closes his eyes and runs his fingers over the keys. He breathes in deep and starts playing a melody. If I did know that he hadn't played the piano in a long time, I would have never guessed it. Matt plays a soft, sweet tune filled with emotion. I've never heard it before. Is this one of his original works? This is so cool.
Hey.
Matt finished the song and finally opened his eyes. How was that? That was amazing. Oh, it's nothing. Come on, man, that was killer. Are you gonna pull that out for open mic night? Oh, no, I never play at those. Well, why not? You're really good. It's just, I don't do it anymore. I just don't like being up there and alone and having so many people stare at me. It doesn't feel fun anymore. I can sense that Matt's getting uncomfortable at the thought of it. I wouldn't push him any further. Alright, man, but I hope you know how beautiful your music is. Thanks.
Hey.
Matt and I sit and listen to more records until it gets late, and I decide that I need to get to bed. Matt walks me to my door.
Hey.
Let's never tell anyone about the oregano, okay? Deal. Wait, can I tell my doctor? I don't know anything about health effects of smoking oregano, and I think we'll be fine.
Oh.
Night, dude. I smile. Night. I walk inside the house. It's dark, save for a silver light coming from beneath Amanda's door.
Ah.
Knock the light. She's sitting on her desk with a camera, editing photo. Hey, Amanda. Amanda swivels around in her chair to face me and slumps down. What smells like a pizza parlor in here? What? Nothing. So, what's up? Dad, I'm hungry.
Hey.
Wait, no. Hi, hungry.
Whoa.
No! I'm Dad. Amanda collapses onto the floor. I promised myself I'd never let it come to this. I'm sorry, kiddo. You set it up. I spike it down. You're a monster. Want some spaghetti? Yes, please.
Ah.
Amanda and I boil pasta and heat up a sauce in a pan. Well, I boil pasta and heat up the sauce while Amanda watches. Despite my best efforts, I'm not able to set it on fire. How was record collecting? It was great. Did you know that Matt used to play in a band?
Huh?
No way. Was he good? I don't know if the band was good, but he played some piano for me tonight and it was amazing. He played piano for you? Dude. Yeah, I brought up that he should play at the open mic night that's happening in his coffee shop, but he got kind of weirded out by it. Hey, I saw a flyer for that. We should go. It's not too late to start a father-daughter punk band and play a couple tunes there. Yeah, let me break out my glockenspiel. I think I only know how to nail hot cross buns, but we can work off the chord progression. I'm not 100% sure what a glockenspiel. Wait. I think it's like a bell thing. I don't know. I used to know. My German is running out on me right now. My German's just like, yeah, no, you don't get to know about it. Nice day before she goes back to her room to do photography stuff. And they're watching True Life. I am a house hunter. They stage an intervention for the house hunter who is crying uncontrollably over the color of the walls. They know they can paint the walls of their house at any color they want, right? Matt's song is stuck in my head all night. Like, not gonna lie, that's really kind of hot. Like, guys playing music for you, or if anyone's playing music for you, it's just like, be still my heart.
That was the Holland 1945 of dates.
Yeah. It's all the 1945 of dates. I have no idea. Alright. Amanda's crying. We have to go make her feel better. We're gonna say something happened. She says no. We're gonna say, alright. Just cry. She's having a bad time. Bad news. She has a really, really bad morning. She's grumpy, and I'm just like, fine, whatever. She leaves. On this incredibly loud door slam. I bake her cake. I have no idea what I do for work. I don't think it's...
no.
I just want to tell her I love her. She's great. So she tells me what's wrong. The other one. And that's where we find out
Hmm.
like one of them's secretly dating
Ugh.
Noah. They all kind of ditched her. Grace is the gossipy
Yep.
one. Then we're like, what?
Hmm? Oh no.
It's like, it's just terrible.
Ah.
So then I had to explain to her that, no, he's gonna be friends with these people.
Uh,
Sometimes people drift apart and it just happens. I'm like, it's not dumb. She feels better. So,
ah.
then we ate the whole cake.
Huh. I love you too, Dad.
Aw, dokie dokie.
Welcome. You've got dads.
Uh-oh. You up to anything tonight? Hugo and I were planning to go to the art walk downtown and we're wondering if you would care to accompany us. I would normally write a letter longhand, but I've run out of distressed parchment paper. Whoa, why can't I see Damien and Hugo's chat? Am I a hacker? I don't even have the hacker alias. The feds are gonna bust out my door any minute now. I gotta destroy this computer. Cherry, this is a group chat. Oh, thank God. Do either of you guys know how to destroy a computer? You can run Derek's boot and nuke from the startup flash drive, but once you've done that, it's best to physically destroy the platters altogether. The Victorians were well versed in the information of security. Cherry, do you want to go see some art or not? Art is good. Let's go see art. See that art. I've not done this one, so we'll figure it out. Which then parsley, onions, and eggs. Damien and Hugo invite me to the monthly art walk downtown Maple Bay. Never really been to one of these before, and I'm not quite sure what I'm in for. I think I'm here a bit early. I miss the art walk. It was so fun. I don't see Damien or Hugo around anywhere, and I feel just a little uncomfortable standing amongst these fancy arty people. Usually it's a lot of like people selling their own stuff that they make, a lot of businesses putting themselves out there. It's really fun. Around. It's Joseph. Joseph, what are you doing here? Joseph scoffs at me. What am I doing here? How could you ask me that? I'm obviously a huge art appreciatist, aficionado. Okay, fine. Damien invited me to this art walk thing. I guess he invited you too. Yep, admittedly a little out of my depth here. Thank God, I thought I was the only one to be it out. Are you allowed to say that? Say what? You know, thank God. Yep, I actually get double points when I say it since I'm a minster.
Oh.
The points get you into heaven, that's how it works. Anyway, where are the guys? I look around to spot Hugo and Damien, who seem to have just arrived in the gallery. Good eve, good eve, good eve. Evening, friends.
Oh.
Who's ready for some art? You know I am. You know I love looking at paintings that are in frames, and also paintings that aren't in frames. Art is good and stuff. Well put, Cherry. All you have to know is that if you're ever feeling overwhelmed, there's generally always a table that has free wine and cheese. I like art now.
Oh.
No, they don't. Friggin' art walks do not have free stuff. But there's a lot of cool stuff. I see a table in my sights now. Excuse me. I'm gonna go help myself to some tiny wines. Guess we'll go get. I think I need the cheese before I delve into art appreciation. Good idea. Appreciating art does burn a lot of calories. Gotta carb up on these crackers. Joseph and I sidle up to the snack table. It's a pretty nice spread of little plastic cups of white wine, some crackers, grapes, and cheese. This is more my speed. There was one store that used to do it. They had the coolest shit for art. We eat a couple of cheese cubes in silence. We're really good. Yeah, I didn't eat dinner. I think I'd probably just fill up on snacks if I'm sneaky about it. I already ate dinner, but I will always have room for cheese. I'm going in for more crackers. Cover me! I shield Joseph from the small crowd of mild-mannered art people milling around the room. I don't even think anyone's paying attention. We should probably get back to Damien and Hugo. Right, let me just fill this cup with cheese first for the road. Road cheese? The best kind. Also snuff from under cheese. We leave the gallery and walk a few minutes before we reach another one. This gallery's a bit more crowded. Huge paintings of... I'm not even sure. Hang on the walls. Oh, jeez. What am I looking at here?
Oh.
This is abstract. This is abstract art. I think the more important question is, what does this art mean to you? I stare at the painting, concentrating as hard as I can to look in the meaning. It's a butt.
Oh.
Everyone else stares at the painting. Yeah, that's definitely a butt.
Oh.
While a valid assessment, I feel the artist was trying to make a different statement. Probably how much he liked butts. You are a servant of the Lord. We're all God's creatures, even butts.
Oh.
Comparing this piece of artwork, artist's body, I'm pretty sure this represents a sense of isolation he feels creating traditional abstract artwork in a field that's rapidly moving towards digitalization. Wow, how'd you figure that out? That's what it says on the place card. The placard. Oh, let's look at a few more of these. We walk around the gallery, sampling some more of the artist's work. I almost have to say that, but the abstract art is kind of growing on me. Interesting the way the artist chooses not to let their work be defined by realism. As we're looking at one of the paintings, the patron scoffs loudly. Psh, I could do that.
Oh.
Excuse me? Hugo, not here.
Ah.
Oh no, no, come back here. He's gotta get full Karen. Patron walks away, not noticing Hugo fuming right next to him.
Oh.
You say you could do that, but you didn't. You don't seem to have the intellectual depth or the artistic skill to execute a piece even a fraction as impressive as this one. Art is the truest expression of self. It seems like your self is so bad, so your art would be bad. Hugo's insult game isn't the best, but there's no denying his passion. Damien is holding him back at this point. Friend, he's not worth it. Hugo manages to cool down. He smooths his jacket. I'm sorry. I just love art very much. We know, buddy. I pat Hugo on the shoulder. You know what would ease the mood? Is it cheese? No. It's wine and cheese.
Oh.
Co-signed. The four of us head over to the wine and cheese table, which thankfully is grounded in realism and is actually wine and cheese.
Ah.
We got one last top on the tour. You lot feeling up for it? Is it going to be any weirder than this art?
Oh.
It is absolutely weirder than this art. Let's do it. Gotta get the weird art. Damien, Hugo, and Joseph and I walk over to a performance in the street. Several masked performers in leotards utilate wildly in the ground, screaming both at each other and at
Oh,
us.
cracker barrels.
So, quick question.
Oh.
Shoot. What is happening here? I second this question. Performance art. What does it mean?
Oh.
Again, I pose the very same question to you, Mr. Coke. The tempted for the butts. They're very. What do you think they're trying to say? I believe it's about what they're trying to say and what they're and about why they're saying it. I think there's something special about performance art. With almost every other form of art, music, painting, photography, the artist uses their medium as a conduit for their emotions. With performance art, the medium is the artist. It is the purest expression of raw human emotion. The art is catharsis. That's beautiful, Damien. So what you're saying is, if I start making really loud farting noises right now, it's art as long as I really mean it. Damien fixes him with a hard stare. I was going to start making fart noises, but based on the look on your face, that joke isn't going to play well in this crowd. Wise. We watch the rest of the performance as earnestly as we can and clap politely after the dancers scream their way off the stage. Whew, I think I'm all arted out. Agreed. We all decide to walk home together.
Oh.
We make our way back to the cul-de-sac, tiny wine and tiny cheese sloshing around in my stomach. I think what I've learned tonight, and not just what I've learned about art, which was nice and extremely informative, but what I've learned tonight is that when you put a bunch of tiny wine and tiny cheese together, it eventually becomes regular wine and regular cheese, followed by too much wine and too much cheese. The tiny cheese lured me into a false sense of security. I felt safe with the tiny cheese. Wax wings too close to the sun. Cheese wings? They would melt. They would melt in the sun too, and I feel like it's more appropriate imagery. Plus, it'd be delicious. A nice mental hailer? Possibly. Hey, if you guys were painters, what would you paint? I actually dabble in oils. I mostly paint landscapes. I'm not very good, but it's a nice way to pass the time.
Oh.
I think I would focus on personal portraits of people in unique professions. Like, for example, luchadors. Hugo loves wrestling.
Oh.
I think I'd paint boats, seascapes, maybe some lighthouses, mostly boats.
Oh.
Really? Yeah, I'm surprised you're choosing boats in favor of a long history of religious imagery and artwork. What? Boats are cool. What about you, Cherry? Mm, I mean, tasteful nudes are amazing, but the food artistry. Like, I actually enjoy working with charcoal, and it's one of my favorite, mediums is charcoal. And I would have to say, I love drawing food with charcoal. Probably do still life of various foods, bowls of fruit, maybe some bread in there. Would there be cheese involved? See, I thought about that, and no. I can't stare at a pile of cheese for 8 hours without eating some of it, and that would ruin the whole thing.
Oh.
Excellent point. We finally get to the cul-de-sac.
Oh.
All right, boys. Good art. Good art. Agreed.
Hey.
See you guys around. Whether you want to or not, we're all neighbors after all. I hadn't decided to deal with my inevitable cheese over. He had to poop. Never give up.
Welcome. You've got dads.
All right, before we get to the final thing of Matt, I have to go use the restroom. I'll be right back. And I'm back. Sorry, I had to fix the hair. It was killing me. I couldn't do it anymore. All right. Third date. You know what they say about third dates. Matt. Third date. What do you mean, Matt again? Win the piano minigame. Oh, God. I can't get my blanket. Trying to get my blanket. Okay. It's a lovely blanket. I love it. Okay. That's it. That's it, folks. That's it. It's time for love. Why didn't I spent a lot of time together lately. After we went record shopping for the first time, it sort of became a weekly tradition for us to scope out Vinyl Fantasy 7. I see what you did. I like Vinyl Fantasy 7. I love it. Quieter days, I go to Coffee Spoon and hang out with my cats. Sorry. He's been trying to get me to branch out from my usual black coffee to try new drinks, and they're always delicious. Since I've been spending so much time with Matt, Carmencita, and Amanda have become really close friends. Amanda's taken Carmencita under her wing, teaching her about photography, helping her with homework, and introducing her to music that isn't just boy bands. Well, she did end up taking her to one of those scream, cry, dancing boy concerts, so Matt wouldn't have to go. Truly a heroic move. I can tell that Carmencita really looks up to her a lot. So it's great that Amanda's trying to be a good mentor. The open mic night is tonight. Amanda and I busy ourselves getting ready. Try to pick out a nicer outfit than usual, then pace around the room. A bunch of really cool bands are going to be playing, and I'm excited to see them. I haven't been to a show since the first time Matt and I hung out. It's weird. Ever since Matt played piano for me that one time, I've never been able to convince him to do it again. He's told me he also plays guitar, drums, and even trumpet, but he still won't play any of them. For someone so passionate about music, it's strange he doesn't want to actually play it. You ready to go, Pops? I can hear Amanda in the hallway as she approaches my room. Yep. Amanda pops her head in and looks me over. She pinches the bridge of her nose.
Ugh.
Dad, we talked about this. What? The sandals. They're older than I am. Vintage, some would argue.
Oh no.
I thought you threw them out. Amanda, since when did you enroll in the Fashion Police Academy?
Huh?
I got kicked out because I was a loose cannon who didn't play by the rules. For example, you're not allowed to mix florals, but you can totally can if you have a good eyeball for color. You're out of your jurisdiction, rookie. Amanda guards the door until I pick out a better outfit. Stop. Those
Dad.
sandals are going directly into the evidence locker. What the? It's the trash. Can pry these sandals from my cold, dead hands. Fine, keep them, but you're committing a heinous crime. Justice will find you one day.
Yeah.
Come on, Dad, we gotta go.
Oh.
Never seen the coffee spoon so packed. I spot familiar faces from the pub concert, all sipping on their caffeinated beverage of choice. A couple of people are setting up on stage. I don't see Matt, but I'm sure he's busy in the back. Amanda and Carmencita find each other immediately and do their secret handshake. Some complicated clapping with their hands, and then a big hug. Girls. Cherry! I see Hugo sitting at a table with none other than Damien. Fancy seeing you two here. I am, as you know, a dedicated patron of the arts. It's a bit of a tradition between Damien and I now. Matt's open mic nights always seem to bring out the best talent in town. Sometimes it gets a bit odd, even for my admitted eccentric taste. You guys see Matt around? Yeah, he was just helping that Pablo kid get some equipment out of his van. Whoa! Vacant Veil is playing a set?
Oh.
What? It's, Witch House. Damien's ears perk up. What is that? I don't know. Well, sounds delightful. Amanda says it isn't. Shame. Alright, I'm gonna go find Matt and see if he needs any help. Back of house! I head to the back room with the coffee spoon, where I find Matt going over some last-minute show details with Pablo. My dude! Pablo and I share full-on, sincere bro hug.
Hey,
Glad you could make it, Cherry. Wouldn't miss it for the world, man. You guys need any help?
hey.
I think we're all set. Actually, Pablo, can you remind me what order people are going to be in? Well, you got the handsome and unforgettable Vacant Veil opening up with a set with selections from his new album, Witch Diaries. And then the third waves, who are all extremely attractive and could beat me up, and I'd still be into it, are playing a 3-person acoustic set. Got a little bit of a spoken word in there, a magic act, and then it looks like we're closing with Jonathan Jones and the Speakeasy Choir.
Wait,
No,
what?
absolutely not. I remember the ridiculous set that band put on when they opened up for Pup. Sometimes when it's quiet, I can still hear the sound of an accordion being violently thrown against the wall over and over again. Music of this game reminds me of Earthbound. It does a little bit. You know, it's kind of a little Earthbound feel. It's got a little, but still chill, nice, and relax. They weren't that.
Hmm.
Hi, John. Thank you for the host. We're at the end of Matt's date, the cool dad. He's the hipster dad. Totally awesome. No, you don't understand. The last time they played open mic night, they lit their bassist on fire and the fire marshal had to shut us down.
Hmm.
They also refused to pay for their drinks. Yikes.
Oh.
They're not playing tonight. Well, they're outside. All 17 of them.
Hey, dude.
Tell them we're full. Then who's filling their spot?
Hmm.
I'll do it. I'll play. What are you doing?
Hey.
What? What do you even do? Stop talking. Close your mouth. The Communist Manifesto is making a comeback solo show. We're going to build an airport off street for a bit. Enjoy that. Enjoy your thing.
Hmm.
I thought you didn't know how to play anymore. You don't know how to play anything anymore. Scott comes to you in the hour when you need it most, without fail. Stop being so desperate to please your hot friend, Jerry.
Hey.
Is there a keyboard around? Your unending thirst will be your ultimate downfall. This is true, folks. Don't be thirsty. Yeah, I have one right here. Then it's settled.
Hmm.
Dude, are you even sure? No, I'm not. Sure as ska is generally played with staccato notes on the upbeat.
Hey.
Well, as long as nothing gets set on fire, I can't possibly be worse than Jonathan Jones and the Speakeasy Choir. Matt grabs me by the shoulder and stares into my eyes.
Oh.
Thank you, Cherry. I owe you big time. I settle back into my seat with Amanda and watch the show starts. The house is packed now with a few people even standing outside to watch. What have I gotten myself into? Amanda, I may have made a mistake. Ugh, I told you those sandals were a bad choice. It's not that I agreed to pull out my scarf. No.
What?
Absolutely not. I had to help Matt.
Hmm?
Dad, I love you and I support you, but we left ska behind for a reason. Look, it's either this or we're in the splash zone for a group of 20 musicians all crying at the same time for the sake of art.
Hmm?
And I'm not being hyperbolic about the splash zone thing. They're literally hand out ponchos. Somehow, this is the preferable option. I just have to play the thing. Play what thing? You don't know how to play any instruments. Just promise me you'll still love me after this.
Huh?
I promise.
Hmm.
But I may have to change my last name, and I hope you understand. Of course.
Huh?
My new last name is gonna be Fire Blast. Ska go go. Always love the ska. Amanda.
Hmm.
Or maybe Cold Steel. Matt takes the stage to a roar of applause from the crowd. He grabs the mic and addresses us all.
Oh, man.
Thank you everyone for coming out tonight. Matt's so nervous. And I'm so nervous. I can't stop staring at his mouth. That makes me even more nervous.
Hey.
We have a jam-packed roster of amazing local talent who you might already know, or who might have been seen before but would like to be seen again. And I'm rambling now. Sorry. Oh, Matt.
Hey.
So, let me just bring on a dear friend of mine who's making his live show debut. Please welcome to the stage,
Hey,
Vacant Veil. Crowd cheers again and Pablo bounds up to the stage, beaming. He sets up 2 laptops and a keyboard and launches into a set. Thank you, everyone. This one is called Which House Never Dies, and you're next. Pablo hits the crowd with heavy, inaccessible synth bass layered under drum samples and clips from science fiction shows played in reverse. This may not be the right show for this, but everyone seems to be enjoying whatever this is. At the end of the song, Pablo jumps on the mic. Thank you all! Thank you to all the veil wearers who came out tonight. A portion of the crowd cheers. He has a fan base already? He has a name for the fan base? This is his first live show! You could buy t-shirts out of the trunk of my car after the show. Also, I'd like to thank my mom for coming out to watch me play. You're my rock, Ma! Love you, honey! Pablo plays a few more songs that are actually super fun to listen to. Wow, definitely did not see that coming, especially after Amanda's strongly worded thoughts on the genre.
Hey.
Once he's done, he vacates the stage and Matt jumps back up.
Oh.
Big round of applause for our very own Pablo, who coincidentally works here. Yay, Pablo! And hey, next up are a group of young ladies who have been tearing up the East Coast with riot punk for 3 tiers now. Years. I meant years.
I don't
3
know if
years.
I should.
Sorry, the writing on my hand smudged because I'm sweating.
Oh, man.
I shouldn't have told you all that I'm sweating. Sorry, wow, he seems just about visibly nervous as I feel right
Oh.
now. Put your hands together for The Third Waves! Buzzcut Molly from Vinyl Fantasy 7 takes... I can't take it seriously! I didn't come up with that, but I love it! Oh my... I'm sorry. Buzzcut Molly from Vinyl Fantasy 7 takes the stage, followed by 2 girls with colorful hair and fishnet stockings. Some of them are wearing combat boots, and all of them look mad about something. Their set is so energetic that it almost seems like a pit is going to open up in the coffee shop. I look over to Amanda, who's clearly enjoying the hell out of the female-fronted punk rock.
Huh?
Dad, can I get a lip ring? Sure, if you pay for it yourself.
Oh.
Come on, it's no fun if it's not an act of youthful rebellion. After the third wave closes out their set, a variety of acts play to the delight and sometimes horror of the crowd. The magician tries to turn a cup of coffee into a cup of coins, but ends up just spilling hot coffee all over himself and dropping the coins. As each act leaves the stage, I get more and more nervous. There's so many people here. I don't know anything about how to play the piano other than it has keys and you have to touch the keys to make the sound. Also, I almost spilled the flat white stripes in my hand because I'm trembling so much. No joke, Dad. I'm rooting for you. You're gonna knock 'em, Dad. Thanks, Manda Panda. An improv comedy group takes the stage. Hey, Jesus Christ. Hi, Cat. We have, like, really sudden cat aggro. Here, move. Thank you. Don't sit on my phone. I have a hard time laughing. My stomach is tying itself into knots. Not just regular knots either. Like the knots, the kind you throw when you, like the kind of knots you get when you throw your phone charger, headphones, and laptop charger in the same bag. Out of nowhere, Matt sits next to me. Hey, are you doing okay? I'm totally fine. I want to reassure him that I'm okay. I just can't get the words out. I'm here.
Hey.
Alright, just making sure. No, you're gonna do great, Jerry. Matt squeezes my shoulder and jogs back up to the stage.
Oh.
Everybody, we're down to the last act of the night. Get my mouse!
Hey.
Now this person who is my friend is making something. Shit. I don't think I can go backwards. We missed stuff because G sounded fun. Hey everybody, good to be here. Thanks for having me on. Great crowd. My name's Cherry, but you can call me by my stage name. Crowd applauds politely. I sit down at the piano. It's a lot of keys. There's so many keys. Do pianos usually have this many keys? God, these lights are really bright. Someone coughs. I guess that's some good stage banter, and now I had to play a song. The song is called Beat Me Up, Scotty. Scotty. Deep breath. How hard could it be? Oh god, I have a mini game. No matter how disastrous I had to make it through this whole... Oh, Jesus Christ!
Tickle that ivory.
Singing that easy's got to learn to take watch us fill up the room. Bird boys California, take warning. You don't skank tonight and be alarming. Beautiful. Everybody ska, beat me up, Scotty. Beat me What's funny is I hear meowing and I'm not sure right now if that's in game or my cat. Doing your best deserves an S. Oh god. That was terrifying. I honestly don't know if that meowing was in game or if that was my actual cat. I don't know. Look at the crowd. I see a bunch of people shifting their seats. Oh no, I'm losing them. Scar really is dead. And I killed it. Everybody ska! Everybody ska! Like a checkerboard tee-wearing angel descending from two-tone heaven, Matt walks on stage playing the guitar. We lock eyes, and he gives me a reassuring smile as he effortlessly plays chorus to the song. I look out and see the crowd go wild to Matt's appearance on stage. Everyone's bouncing around now. Fills me with new energy as we jump into the chorus. Beam me up, Scotty. Beam me up, Scotty. Beam me up, Scotty, to the Sky Trek Enterprise. Matt jumps into an improvised solo that was way better than the one Darren Springsteen wrote in high school.
Oh.
We make it to the end of song in one piece. The crowd goes wild. John, you are so happy you're here. I'm moist with sweat, head to toe. Ladies and gentlemen, Matt Sella. The crowd practically screams. They're all chanting Matt's name. They want to hear you play, man.
Oh.
Matt smiles. I think I'm ready. I excuse myself from the stage and take my seat next to Amanda as Matt cozies up to the microphone. I take what I said about ska. That was pretty cool. I high-five Amanda, and we look towards the stage.
Hey, dude.
Hey, everybody. More cheers. I haven't played in front of people in a long time. It's cool to be back.
Oh.
This one goes out to a good friend. Matt locks eyes with me. We both smile.
Oh.
Who helped me be able to do this again.
Hey.
Thank you.
Hey.
This is an old one from the stillness of the dancing. The entire crowd excitedly jumps to their feet. Matt closes his eyes and starts playing an upbeat, intricate melody. The crowd sways to the music. Matt looks entirely at peace with a small smile on his face as he sings. After he finishes his song, the crowd insists on an encore. He ends up playing a few more tunes to an adoring audience before thanking everyone for coming out. The moment he steps off stage, he gets mobbed by people. Everyone seems to be amazed that he's playing again. Damien and Hugo thread their way through the crowd to talk to me.
Hey.
That was amazing. It was certainly a sight. Do they make industrial darkwave ska? Probably. I'm not too sure if that genre exists, but it's never too late to start a band, apparently. I glance back over at Matt, who's hugging a bunch of people. They really seem excited to see him play. Well, yeah, he hasn't played since he lost Rosa. What?
Hey.
I didn't realize. Suddenly all makes sense why Matt was so reluctant to play. Must have taken so much for him to jump on stage with me just now. The crowd slowly filters out into the street as the show ends. I decide to stick around a little longer to see if I can talk to Matt. Hey, I'm taking Carmencita to get ice cream. Is it okay if she sleeps over? We're gonna paint our nails and start a punk band. Yeah, go have fun. Just please don't wake up the neighbors with any biting truth about the government or whatever. Don't worry, we'll make them figuratively instead. We'll wake them up figuratively instead. Amanda and Carmencita bump fists and head out. I spot Matt finishing up conversations with a couple stragglers on the way out of the coffee shop. Hey, Matt!
Hey.
Hey, dude! Need help closing up?
Oh. Hey.
I'd love that. Matt and I stack up chairs and sweep the floor in silence. We carry the stage equipment back to Matt's van, where we see Pablo selling merch to a crowd of people out of his trunk. Shirts of the finest quality, every step of production from thread to stitch, overseen by yours truly. Graphic designs fit for a king. The kid's gonna go far.
Hey.
We head back to the coffee spoon, and Matt puts the finishing touches on closing. When we're all done, Matt and I lean up against the counter. Thanks for saving me from myself up there.
Hey.
All in the end, it ended up being pretty cute.
What?
Plus, you protected us from Jonathan Jones and the Speakeasy Choir. Someone told me that they tried to do street performance down the road, and they all got arrested for trying to form a human pyramid in traffic. Did it feel good to be on stage again?
Hey. Hey.
Yeah, it really did. I heard that you stopped playing after your wife died. I didn't realize it'd been that long.
Um,
Yeah.
I mean,
Matt looks
I
like he
don't know
wants to
if I
say
should.
something, but is having a hard time getting it out. He takes a deep breath.
Oh man.
I'm not really a people person, obviously. Crowds make me nervous as hell, which is not exactly the best for performing live music.
Oh
But
man.
when I was with Rosa, she lit up the room. I could follow her lead. After she passed, I was lost. Even touching a guitar hurt too much. I tried playing for people over and over, but the music would never come out, so I just gave up. I guess what I'm trying to say is life wasn't this scary when I had someone in my corner. Someone I felt safe with. I hadn't felt like that for a long time.
Hmm.
Until tonight. What changed?
Hey.
You. Blood rushes to my face.
Hey.
When I saw you looking so scared on stage, you reminded me of myself, and I don't want anyone else to have to feel that bad.
Hey.
But when I got up there and started playing, for the first time in forever, I felt comfortable. I was having fun. I had spent all this time being afraid of performing that I forgot how much I loved
Hey.
it. Your strength gave me strength. Whether you were trying to or not, you got me out of my comfort zone, so thank you.
Hey.
Thank you for helping me realize that I can do this. Glad I could help. You coming on stage, I didn't think you would stick your neck out for me like that, especially considering all of this. It really means a lot to me.
Oh.
Well, you mean a lot to me. Matt and I lock eyes. He leans in and kisses me, quick and soft. He pulls away and covers his mouth.
Huh?
Oh God, I'm sorry. Sorry, I can't believe I just did that.
Hmm.
Neither can I, but
Hey.
glad you did. Our lips touch again. I brush his hair out of the way and rest my hand on the small of his back. Matt pulls me closer. Everything about him is sweet and soft. His lips taste like vanilla. He smells like coffee cake. I can feel him smile through the kiss, which makes me smile. He laughs into my mouth, and I can't help but laugh too. Our teeth knock against each other. Ow! The moment I open my eyes, I realize we're still leaning against the espresso machine. Maybe the coffee shop isn't the right place for this. Maybe you're right.
Hey.
Let's go back to my place. Agrees like a Bronson apple. Dude, you should have seen some of the others.
That was the Holland 1945 of dates.
It's amazing. Alright. The one for the boss, or the teacher, Hugo, is like the
Huh?
best. Because, like, you get,
Aw.
he's a big wrestling fan.
Yeah.
So, you guys go to a wrestling event together and meet one of his favorite wrestlers. And,
Yeah.
then you go back to his wrestling room where he's got all his wrestling memorabilia and, how should I put this? You compete for the championship belt. Wink. Oh shit, Pablo's here. He's selling t-shirts. Approachable and most respectable retailers. Oh Jesus, cat. Ah! Hold on, dropped stuff. Oh gosh, dropped stuff. Dropping controllers that aren't even plugged in. Wireless one day. Wait, other trunk of my car. I'm also selling my mom's world famous homemade apple butter. Never stop hustling, Pablo. Baby, you got it. Alright, we don't care about Brian.
Ah.
We don't care. Care about children. Bro. Then his kids. Over who can eat more
Dude.
ice cream cake.
Oh.
Joseph, they're doing great.
Ah.
Cheese. He loves cheese. She got her scholarship. Now she's like, oh wait, you're not my teacher anymore. Yay!
Oh.
Robert, we're just awkward with. 29 days, then 2 more until Dragon Con Wrestling. I love con wrestling. It is the greatest. Truly is the greatest event. The best one, though, was at AFO one year I went. And, was it AFO? No, it wasn't AFO. Shoot. I don't know, it was a con in, I think in Miami. and it was just the actress for Rita Repulsa from the original Power Rangers. Yeah, I think it was Supercon. But she was there, and she was commentating with literally the voice of Lord Zed. It was a cranky old man. And Rita Repulsa got way into it. She was so in character, and she was having fun. When the Power Rangers were wrestling, she literally stole Lord Zed's cane and was hooking them. Yeah, no, the person who ran it was a horrible person. But it is what it is. He's extending invitation. Ice cake's fine. Good cake. He knows. I know. But I'm a man of my word. The story of his oregano betrayal will go unsung. Thanks for coming by. I spot Amanda and Carmencita at the corner of the party. I wonder what they're up to. So I walk up. I can tell that they're already deep in a conversation. Listen, it's like prison rules. First day of high school, you gotta establish yourself at the top of the pecking order. Really? Yeah, find a group of people that you like and then hang out with them. My first day at high school, my first freshman year of high school was terrible. Be yourself. Don't worry about being cool. You'll find friends. And try not to kiss anyone who also has braces.
Nah.
You'll get stuck, kiddo. Hey, guys. Hey, Amanda's dad. Carmencita here's getting ready for high school. Got any advice? When you join band, pick the easiest instrument to carry. I'm still walking a little sideways from my sousaphone days. Flute it is.
Huh.
All right, I'll leave you guys to it. Carmencita, me, and Amanda still on for dinner with you and your pops tomorrow? Yes, we're already planning a carrot cake for you guys. Okay. Parsers to wind down. Reminds me of having to redefine my persona on New Year of high school in Florida. It was terrible. Kidding me?
Huh?
I didn't really figure out who I wanted to be until college. Then I was like, holy crap, this is who I want to be. I could be weird. I could be nerdy. I can like the animu and play the video games.
Huh.
I bet you they never saw it coming. And she's friends with the Emmas again. Take the seat next to Matt, the last guest to make her way to the party. Seems like Amanda really enjoyed this. Thanks for putting together such a nice surprise. Carmencita's middle school graduation is coming up in a year or two. I'm sure the right... I'm sure for the right fee I can put something together. Only if I get to DJ. Matt looks down at his hands. Seems like he does that whenever he's trying to figure out the right words to say. Hey, I just want to say that...
Hey.
Oh gosh, this is gonna come out dumb no matter how I say it, so here goes.
Hey.
I haven't felt this happy in a long time. Whoa. You brought out the best of me, and it wasn't just because of the ska. Although it was really cute.
Hey.
Every moment that we've got to spend together since we met has been an adventure, and I just hope we get to keep doing that. We make a pretty good team, you know. I mean, I'll let you handle the music blank and the music scene, and actually pretty much anything related to music. But I can organize a party pretty well. I'm also good at kissing, so that's a big plus.
Oh.
That's true. You are very nice to kiss. I slide my arm around Matt and run my finger through his hair, giving him a small kiss on the cheek. He giggles.
Oh.
See? That was a good one. And hey, I've actually been working on some new stuff. Feels really great to be writing again. Oh man, Matt, that's amazing. I'd love to listen to it sometime. If you are comfortable sharing it with me. Maybe I could show you some new tunes I'm working on in the studio later. You know I'm gonna insist that we add a horn section. Matt rests his head on my shoulder and sighs happily. You know what? I'd actually like that. Aw, dokie dokie! And it was so cute. It was so cute! Oh, crispy bacon. It was amazing! It was amazing! The effing end. We got our picture from the Manta. Oh, I love it. It's shirtless. Toki. Toki. It's the best. It's hot. It's the greatest. Ah. Alright. Another dad down. Ta-da. Now we just have Hugo and Robert to go to. Almost done. Probably pick this up on Friday. We'll pick the next dad. And then next Monday we'll do the final dad. That way next Friday we can do the final episode. Which is the evil ending. It's great. So I've heard. It's a little secret they didn't put into the director's cut, but hey. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Thank you all for hanging out with me, enjoying it, and being just this weird shenanigans goodness that is Dream Daddy. Because this game is very strange. And I love it so much. So much. Hope y'all have a good night. Thanks for hanging out, Kevin, John, other people watching. See y'all later. Come back tomorrow for Chrono Trigger. Bye. Oh gosh, I'll tab out.